Hi guys, so today for our math lesson, we are going to be subtracting with regrouping, where we have to regroup 2 times. So before we do that, let's go ahead and review yesterday's lesson where we had to regroup, just regrouping 1 time, where we subtracted with regrouping 1 time. So 516 minus 34. So let's picture it first. 5 hundredths, so imagine 5 of those 100 blocks, okay, 110 and 6 ones, okay. Remember, these squares represent 100 because it takes 100 cubes to put them together, all right. So remember, first you start starts with subtracting your ones. 6 ones is what I have. I need to take away 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2 left. 6 minus 4 is 2. Then I need to subtract my tens. I have 110, but I need to subtract 3. I do not have enough tens, so remember, I want to go and get one and regroup it or turn it into tens. I'm going to go and get one of these hundreds and I'm going to break it into 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All I did was regroup it. I didn't take it away. I moved it. Okay, so let's do that over here. I had 5 of those hundreds. I went and got one, so now I have 4. I broke it into tens. So I have the 10 tens plus the 1 that was already there. So I have 11 tens now. Now I'm ready to subtract. I need to subtract 3 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How many tens do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11 minus 3 is 8. 8 tens. I have 4 hundreds. I'm not taking any away, so I still have 4 hundreds. Okay, so 516 take away 34 is 482. All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to be subtracting, but we're going to be regrouping 2 times on some of these. Okay, that's our objective for this lesson, is to subtract 3-digit numbers, being able to regroup 2 different times. All right, so let's take a look at the story they gave us. A store has 324 board games. It sells 158 board games. How many board games does the store have left? Okay, that's what it started. That's the whole. They sold some. That's the part that they sold. So we're looking for the difference or the part that is still at the store. All right, so they did it for you, but I'm going to walk you through it as well. All right, so I want to make sure you guys understand what it is that we're actually doing. When I'm reading some of your explain, you're calling it 3, 2, 4. I want you guys to understand that 3, remember, it stands for 300, and the 2 stands for 20, and the 4 stands for 4 ones. Okay, and it's going to sell 158. Now you guys don't have to draw these pictures. I'm just trying to show you what we're doing. Okay, so I want to represent it first with our pictures. 324. So 324 has 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 4 ones. Okay, so that's the number 324. Remember, when we're subtracting, we start with our ones first. I have how many ones? 4. Can I subtract 8 from that? No. So what do I need to do? I need to go and get a 10 and break it into 10 ones so that I have enough enough ones. Okay, so let's show that we did that. We had 4 ones. We don't have enough to take 8 away, so we need to go next door, get a 10. That leaves me with 1 10 there. And then I move it next door into the ones place. I break it or regroup it into a group of ones. So I have 14 ones now. the 10 I went and got from next door, and the 4 that were already there. Now I'm ready to subtract 14 minus 8. So I'm going to take 8 away. And I have 6 left. 14 minus 8 is 6. Now I need to subtract my 10s. I have 1 10. I need to subtract 5. I don't have enough 10s. That's why I need to go and get one of these hundreds and remember to break it into 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I had 300s. I went and got 100, so that left me with 200s, and I now have 11 tens. The one that was already there plus the 10, all right? It's not 12, guys. Remember, we went and turned one of those 10s into 10 ones. So I don't have 12 10s. I only have 11 10s because that one's not there anymore. It's got turned into ones. Now I can subtract 11 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 left. 11 minus 5 is 6. And now I can subtract my hundreds. I have 2. I want to take away 1. I now have 1 left. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, guys? So that's what we're doing. I just want to walk you through it. I'm going to walk through another problem without the picture this time. Actually, you know what? We'll do it in our book. So that's what this explains. So let's do one in our book together. Actually, let's do a few in our book together. Okay. Subtracting, regrouping where needed. All right, remember we start in our ones. Imagine you have 6 ones. Can you take 7 away from that? No, you cannot. So you go next door and get a 10. So now I have no 10s there. And I move it over to the ones place. So now I have 16 ones. 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay. Now I want to subtract my 10s. I have 0 10s. Can I take 3 10s away from that if I have no 10s? No. What do I need to do? I need some more 10s. So I go next door and get one of those hundreds blocks. So now I have 3 of those. And I break those 10s into 10 10s. So now I have 10 10s next door because I didn't have any there before. Now I'm ready to subtract my 10s. 10 10s minus 3 10s is 7 10s. Now I subtract my hundreds. 300 minus 100 leaves me with 200. All right. Ready? Let's go next and let's do the next one. I have 4 ones. Remember to start in your ones place. I have 4 ones. Can I subtract 9 from that? No, I don't have enough ones. Go next door, get a 10. So that leaves me with 1 10. I move that 10 next door and break it into ones. 10 ones and 4 ones makes 14 ones. 14 minus 9 is 5. I have 1 10. Can I take 6 10s away from that? No, I only have 1. So I need to go next door, get 100, so that leaves me with 400, and move that 100 next door and break it into 10 10s. So there's my 10 10s. So now I have 11 10s. 11 10s minus 6 10s is 5 10s. Now I subtract my hundreds. 400 minus 200 is 200. I have 255. One more. 2 minus 8. I have 2 ones. Imagine 2 little 1 blocks there. Can I take 8 ones away? No, I don't have enough. So I need to go and get some more ones. I go next door and get a 10. So now I have 5 10s there. And I move that 10 next door and break it into 10 ones plus the 2 that were already there. I now have 12 ones. 12 minus 8 is 4. Now I subtract my tens. I have 5 tens. Can I take 9 tens away from that? No, I don't have enough. I only have 5. Go next door and get 100. So that leaves me with one of my 100 blocks there. I move that 100 next door and break it into 10 tens. So now I have 15 tens. 15 minus 9 is 6. And then 100 minus no hundreds is 100s. So I have 164. All right, guys. Solve these problems down here. Solve your story problem. Lola says that to subtract 854 minus 158, she will need to regroup just once because there is enough of every place value except for the ones. Is Lola correct? And explain. Okay, you may want to solve the problem yourself and see if she's only regrouping one time. She says that she's going to have to regroup because there's not enough ones, but there's enough tens and there's enough hundreds. Is she correct? Solve the problem first, guys. That's the best way to do it. Okay, continue working on the next page. On the next, guys, remember, don't do these in your head. Write them out. All right. You're comparing how far Sarah and Grace ran and finding the difference between the two. And then on this one, Trevor subtracted. Is he correct the way he subtracted? 1 minus 3 is 2. He regrouped to make more tens. Is he correct? Explain why or why not, and then write the correct difference if needed. So you correct the problem for him, but you need to make sure you are explaining if he's correct or not and why. All right, guys, if you need help with this, I will be on Zoom at 10 a.m. and again at 7 p.m. tonight if you need some more help. Have a great day.